Well, guys, it's not looking good for AQUATICA. AQUATICA is probably the worst DLC that has come out for ARK, and that's just because of a couple main things. And that is the fact that it literally cannot be played. And when I mean cannot be played, I mean people are trying to even just load up the game, and they can't even load that up. That is a serious problem when you can't load up the actual game and play when you pay for a DLC. It just doesn't make sense to me. So let's start off here. I have quite a bit of stuff to cover in this video about just lots of issues and things that they're most likely not going to fix, and it's just ridiculous. So let's start off with the Steam reviews. If we scroll up here, as you can see, overwhelmingly negative. And according to my ChatGPT, they have a 13% for reviews, and that's pretty bad, guys. Oh, that's rough. Just so you guys know, 100% is the absolute best that you can get. 13% is, and 0% is the lowest that you can get. So it's sitting at 13% is not a good look. That just shows you it is a total, complete failure. I honestly don't even know how they filmed these trailers, to be honest with you, because this game doesn't even run for me, and I have a pretty phenomenal computer, and I can't even get it to run on 60 frames per second, which is just outrageous. The fact that they still have it on sale kind of says a lot about the map too. I mean, it was sitting at 40% on launch, and a 40% sale on launch of something is not a good look. That is not a good look at all, guys. So let's go over to the ARK AQUATICA Discord, and I've pinned a lot of just issues about AQUATICA because they have a bug report section over here, so I've just pinned a good amount of them, and I'll probably pin some more as the video just goes on. But first, I do want to go over something that I found that was kind of aggravating, and it's going to anger quite a lot of people. And that's the fact that the ARK dev kit, which if you guys don't know, that is basically what the modders use to make mods for ARK. The ARK dev kit for ARK Survival Evolved will not be getting updated for a month, 2 months, possibly even 3 months. So they updated this game with the AQUATICA, but didn't even give modders the ability to update their mods for AQUATICA. That doesn't make sense at all. Why would you not give them access? I mean, so now no mods work, which completely kills everything. So, hate to say it, but this 100% has to be a planned attack on Evolved. It just has to be. Like, you cannot tell me that this company chose to not update the dev kit. Like, come on. That is just ridiculous. So, okay, anyways, let's just kind of go over some of these bugs. This video is sponsored by Mitra 9. Mitra 9 is a non-alcoholic supplement that quite literally makes you feel good. These drinks give you a high, but without the impairment. They have a ton of great flavors, my favorite being root beer. If you're looking for a new drink to replace your coffee in the morning, Mitra is the way to go. Simply go to mitra9.com and use my code OUTCAST for 25% off your entire order. Now, back to the video. So the first one that I found is that you're not able to place structures in some places underwater. Now, I actually did notice this. I ran into this as well. Like, around a lot of the main structures, you just can't place any structures on them. You can't put structures anywhere. Now there's a lot of spots where you can place structures, yes, and you have the floating structures as well, so that is nice. What's the point of playing if you can't build a base in a spot that you want to live in, considering that 70% of the actual, like, kind of like city structures you can't even build on? So why would you even play? It just doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, this just kind of goes over that you're not able to put down some foundations on a flat surface where you can place a foundation like 2 meters away, but you can't place any. But the terrain is flat and there's no caves, obelisks around. Okay, so that is actually a different issue than what I was experiencing. You just can't place structures literally anywhere. That's a problem. So let's move on to the next one. Now this one really angers me quite a bit. So apparently after the first update, it completely broke cryopods for any other server. So in every other server, including single player, you can't even toss your cryos out anymore. Now, I don't know if you guys are also experiencing this. I don't even play Evolved that much anymore, so I'm not on a server. I can't really toss these out or anything. But what this guy's saying is that I don't know if this issue is from server side, but after the server that I play on came online with pre-AQUATICA, some of our dinos in the base turn into a raptor icon and cannot be deployed out from a cryo. And then here's the list of dinos that cannot be deployed. The Striders, Maywings, Voidrims, the Sinnohs, Tektrikes, Noglins, Rock Elements, the Gigas, the Fjordhawks, Shadowmanes, Bulbdogs, X-Basilos, R-Quetzals. Yeah, apparently that's it for him, but that's pretty bad considering these are some of your main dinos that you use. and you can't even toss them out of cryopods. So this new update also just destroyed a key aspect of ARK that every single player uses. Every one of them. You cannot tell me that this was not an attack by SNAIL Games. You just can't. You cannot tell me. Because you can't, like, they completely just deleted files. Like, you cannot be telling me that they went in there, like, oh, let's accidentally delete the entire file for cryopods so that they don't even function anymore. How does that break that? I mean, I get that stuff breaks because I've made stuff with Unreal Engine in the past. I get it. But how does this happen? It just does not make sense to me. And you guys don't test anything out, which I'm going to show you that in a little bit as well. They do not test anything out that they do. Everything's broken. Nothing functions. It just doesn't make sense. Do you guys don't have any beta testers? Oh wait, because you can't even keep your own staff employed during the making of this map. Forgot about that. But yeah, if you guys don't know, they actually went ahead and fired about half of their developers that were working on AQUATICA midway through just to get the map out. Which just shows you the kind of company that they are. They can't even keep their people around until after it's out. That is insanely sad to me. Like, come on. For a company that's made billions of dollars off of ARK, and you can't even employ some basic people that just make this stuff run and make it function, it really explains why a lot of these issues are broken. I mean, you fired all of them, so I mean, what do you expect? Come on. Now, this is another issue that I've also noticed as well, which is why I don't even get on Evolved at the moment. I just don't even care to with all these issues. People are having issues. Now, this is a little bit different, but people are having issues just even logging on to the maps in general. It just crashes your game when you try to log on to any map. And actually, I did test this out. It is true. You physically can't log in. You have to go through the pre-AQUATICA stage in order to just play the game. It completely killed everything. So guess what? People that truly do care about ARK are going to go in there and fix it. But the average person who bought the game just wants to play with some dinosaurs, have some fun, isn't going to look in Discord. They're not going to look at this stuff because they don't know about any of this. They're just going to get rid of the game and move on to a different game. It kills the entire audience, which also kills all of our stuff, which is going to ruin all of our videos. Not trying to make it around me or anything, but it just messes up my business. It messes up everybody else's business for just making videos. Because all of my Evolved videos are just going to go down. I'm going to lose views, which ends up losing money, of course. But again, this isn't all about money. I'm just kind of stating, But yeah, so for this guy, what he was saying is that he's not able to access Aberration because it's just saying that Aberration isn't even installed. This did happen to me with, I believe it was... Oh, I don't even know. I think Ragnarok. I had to reinstall Ragnarok for some odd reason. It uninstalled it. Very strange. I don't think that's from the AQUATICA update though. That might be from something else. I don't know. Now let's go over to this one because this one is extremely true. I agree with this guy so much. But he says, as server owners and players, we need clear and concrete answers. While we've seen the blog posts, patch notes, and change logs, they all read the same. Fixed X Dino, fixed boss behavior, fixed shaders, etc. Mostly gameplay or graphical adjustments. But what are the core issues of the one related to the game functionality and compatibility? Right now, the ARK community is split in two. And what he does mean by this is because of the Evolved community. Because yes, ARK is split in two with Evolved and Ascended. That's different. He's talking about just with Evolved right now. These who updated their game clients and servers. Those who rolled back to a previous version just to be able to play. So yeah, what he's just kind of saying is the pre-AQUATICA people that just got rid of AQUATICA and are just playing old ARK, and the new people who are playing AQUATICA. That is a terrible thing to have happen. Horrible. Because when people are going to update the game, they're just not going to. They're going to stick back to old Evolved. It just kills everything. It ruined everything for Evolved. And many of us who have rolled back are hesitant to update again. Yep, literally just what I said. Why? Because there's no clear communication about whether the major updates that forced us to revert have actually been addressed. The last time I updated, I couldn't even load the center in single player. Here's what the community really needs. A dedicated channel or resource that tracks a clear, prioritized to-do list of critical fixes, not cosmetic ones. We're not asking for perfection. We just need visibility into the progress of the issues that are actively preventing people from playing, especially on modded and non-modded dedicated servers. Extremely true. He couldn't have said it better than that. Right now, we are left guessing. The patch notes do not communicate when will we actually be safe to update without risking a broken client, server, or maps. This is exactly what is fracturing the community. Again, very true. Please leverage the extensive data you already have, bug reports, crash logs, community feedback, and create a public-facing roadmap focused on the real problems. Once those issues are resolved, you can absolutely go back to polishing visuals and fixing minor issues. But until then, the focus needs to be on stability and compatibility so that the community can finally play on the same version. Literally could not agree more with this guy. I mean, this is a serious problem. The fact that it is completely split in two and players are forced to have to play pre-Aquatica, it just doesn't make sense. Just get rid of Aquatica, do a massive rollback, take Aquatica back into development, rehire those people that you guys fired, by the way, SNAIL Games, just ridiculous. And, I don't know, maybe make it playable. This isn't even playable and you sold it for actual money. Refund every single person who has bought Aquatica and go back to development and fix this release. This release completely destroyed ARK. And that's why I'm constantly saying this. I really feel like they intentionally messed ARK up on purpose to push everybody onto ARK Survival Ascended because more money. More money for them because they probably signed better deals on there versus for Evolve. They probably get like 10%. On Ascended, they probably get like 25%. That's why they're trying to push everybody, in my honest opinion. Again, just a rumor. It's not 100% true because there's not enough proof for that. But I've seen many other people say the same thing. So it's just ridiculous what they're doing with this game. It's ridiculous. Now next up we have this one which talks about tames disappearing when restarting the game. Now this has been happening in ARK for a while, so I'm not going to blame this one 100% on Aquatica, but basically what he's saying is when I close the game and later start it up again, all my tames have disappeared. I can't find them anywhere, and the tribe log doesn't indicate that they have been killed either. It makes it kind of useless to tame anything because they'll just be gone forever when I play. This is exactly the point of what I was saying earlier. When you have these issues happen, the average person is just going to quit your game. They're not going to stick around until it's fixed. They're gone and they're never coming back because that's how they see ARK now. They will always view ARK that way. They will never view it differently. And that is the problem with this stuff. Fix these major issues to begin with, or maybe pay Studio Wildcard to come back on and fix your mess of a map, because you guys just destroyed the entire reputation of Evolved. Evolved was literally known as the finished version of ARK that didn't really have that many problems with it, because Ascended did have a pretty rough start, I won't lie, but Evolved was completely, it was functioning, everything worked, and you had to go in and with it. You had to go in and just completely mess everything up. This just angers me so much with what they're doing. I've never been more angry about this game in my life. I love this game so much, but SNAIL Games is destroying everything about ARK. They're completely killing this game. If you guys are watching, because I know that your developers do watch my videos, I've seen him comment before. Shout out to you. No hate against you. I'm just going to be honest. But your guys' owner is not really the best. They don't know what they're doing. We have all hated them for many, many years, and this made it completely worse. This just really pissed off everybody. Oh man, I'm fuming right now. This is just too much. Another issue is the hydrosphere, which I have not messed with, but what they're basically saying is when you go into it, it'll show your character swimming and it's super buggy. If you don't know, the hydrosphere is basically supposed to be like a giant underwater dome where you can sit in, and it acts as land to get rid of all the water. Along with land tames losing oxygen and constantly floating up, which if you don't know, if you have certain dinos underwater, they just float up to the surface. It says, did we even playtest one of these main features? Again, no, they definitely did not playtest anything about this map. They clearly didn't. But how do you put out a map this broken, especially if you have playtesters? And you're telling me that your playtesters couldn't find this, but all of us could find this within literally minutes of launch? Come on, like really? And then we got the Gen 2 cave. Now this is not really associated with Aquatica, but I believe that these issues actually came from the release of Aquatica. Because what Aquatica did is it completely killed a lot of main assets, and it just kind of messed everything up. Like for example, lava, you can go straight through now, and that is on every server. That is not just on here. It's on every other map. My bad, not server. So this guy has the issue where he was on Gen 2 and he's looking inside of one of the caves, and he says that you can see straight through the mesh. I might go test this out on video. If I do, it should be on screen now, but if not, I'm just gonna go off what he's saying. But yeah, his footage is not the best of this, but that looks pretty rough. I'm not gonna lie. Does not look the best. You get all of these holes. This actually looks like Aquatica. Yeah, this is Aquatica, I'm pretty sure. I don't think that this is Gen 2. Yeah, it's just, oh man, it's just rough. It's just real rough here, guys. Next up, we actually have a video with this one. But if you go up to the lava cave entrance, you will get insta-death. And the cave itself is bugged with water, and you can't walk, and you will always fly, no dino swap. Okay, I don't really know what he means by that. English is not Englishing right there for me. But here, I'll just play the video and you guys can just see what he's talking about here. But this guy, so this is Lava Cave, which by the way is on land. And apparently when you die, it can bug out, and it basically is still telling your client that you're in water. So you're going to act like you're in water and swim around right here. Which, I mean, come on, guys. Like, come on. Playtesters, like, you guys had playtesters? Come on. No, you did not have playtesters. Like, seriously? And this guy is, yeah, no, he's not in any kind of god mode. It looks like he's actually on a server, too. And yeah, it's just acting as water, but it's really glitchy water for some reason. I mean, come on, guys. This is just ridiculous. So, yeah, as I said before, refund everybody that has bought Aquatica and re-release this. Because I believe if you actually have Studio Wildcard in on this, this could be a pretty great map. It really could be. It's just, what a freaking mess. Oh my god. Yeah, this is Small Tribes. I just said it right there. But man, what a mess. And then lastly, we have this one. I'm not really going to cover too much else in this video because this video is already pretty long. But this one is basically that all the artifact caves are unbuildable with official settings. So basically, he sent all these coords. If you guys want the coords, you guys can paste that, and it'll teleport you to these caves. But he's basically saying that you cannot build in any caves. So what's the point of building then? Like, what's the point in playing PvP on here if you can't build in your main caves? Because caves are some of your biggest spots for PvPers. Like, what? Like, come on. It just... I just don't get it. Again, no hate to Studio Siren. I don't think that they knew what they were getting themselves into. I've tried to make an ARK map in the past. It is extremely complicated, I'll say that. So I'm sure that they tried it, and this is the, this is what happens. Just a massive mess to deal with. I really feel bad for all the developers that are on this map right now that are having to build it and fix these constant issues. I feel for you guys, especially because look at all these bug reports, guys. I mean, this is insane. All of these bug reports, and it doesn't stop. It keeps going after this. I mean, this is just insane. Like, oh my god. I feel so bad for all these developers. I really feel for you guys. But yeah, Snail Games, if you're watching, you're probably not. You don't even care to talk to the community about the issues that are happening and when you're going to fix them. If you can't even do that, why are you making this map in the first place? Please talk to your people. Talk to your players. Tell them what's going on behind the scenes. Stop hiding this crap. Or simple as this. Refund everybody that has bought Aquatica and redevelop this map. It is ridiculous. But yeah. Anyways, that's it for today's video. Just wanted to cover some of these bug reports. If you guys did enjoy, leave a like. And please hit that subscribe button. We are very close to 100,000. But anyways, thanks for watching.